We are back with four-legged friends, and we're wrapping up our week featuring pets from Critter Connection. This is a fantastic rescue group out of Spartanburg. These volunteers bring all of the pets into their own homes until they can get adopted. So this is a lot of dedication these folks have. And I want to introduce you to Pharaoh, one of the pups that is in their care that needs a great home. So Cody already mentioned, this boy is charming, funny, beautiful, yet mischievous. He's a boxer and Labrador mix, or she loves to give kisses and wrap her paws around you. Pharaoh, I guess that could be both male or female names. Sorry about that, sweetie. This young lady is about 4 years old and is in search of a forever and ever home. She is doing well with her foster siblings and is crate and house trained and does really well in a car. Pharaoh would love an active family, a big fenced yard just to kind of make sure she doesn't run away, and a soft bed right by your side. Pharaoh is spayed, microchipped, up to date on vaccines and on all heartworm preventatives. And of course, to learn more, you can download our Fox Carolina app. So my apologies, Pharaoh.
Those brown eyes.
Pharaoh. Oh, what a beauty. I tell you, she's gonna make a family happy. But obviously, they mentioned mischievous, so she must have a little bit of a, crazy streak at times. So she might need some training, a home where they have some time to do that.
Gotta have a little bit of adventure, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Kendra, thanks so much. Well, it's been a tough day for law enforcement across the upstate as they laid the brother in blue to rest. How Sheriff Hobart Lewis is honoring that deputy and how he's talking with his men and women about this loss.
Closed captioning sponsored by Bojangles. It's Bo time. You're watching the 4 o'clock news on Fox Carolina.
Hundreds of law enforcement, family, and friends said goodbye today to Greenville County Sergeant Conley Jumper. He'd been with law enforcement 28 years. A canine handler with several dogs, and his current one, Tango, who you see right there on top of his table.
Sheriff Hobart Lewis says it's going to be a tough road ahead for many of his deputies who knew and loved Jumper like a brother.
You're going to feel it. You're going to see his car sitting there and nobody's driving it. You don't hear him on the radio. There's no activity on Interstate 85. We got to deal with the fact that 2 other deputies are hurt and injured, and they're here, but they're still hurting.
Sheriff Lewis delivered Sergeant Jumper's final call on the radio this afternoon.
Tango 31. Tango 31, 10-7. End of watch, October 20th, 2020. Thank you for your service, Jumper. God bless.
And 8 helicopters flew over the grave site there, along with the traditional 21-gun salute, playing at the taps and a rendition of Amazing Grace on the bagpipes. A funeral service was held inside the well this morning. I should say that was in downtown Greenville.
Fox Carolina's Michelle Zhu spoke with people paying their respects.
This was a tough, emotional day, but people who loved and worked alongside Sergeant Conley Jumper say he was a tough man. He served in law enforcement for nearly 30 years, drawing in a significant crowd of friends, family, and strangers alike, honoring his legacy and his life. The community paused for a moment as the procession left the well, heading toward Pomeria Cemetery in Newberry. Powerful displays of support could be seen from the road. 2 American flags flying high, one at half-staff, another between 2 fire units. It hits close to home for people who have also lost loved ones in the line of duty.
I'm just here to observe a moment of silence and pay my respects because he served and protected all of us. I know what it feels like to lose.
Another paid respects by waving the law enforcement flag for all to see.
I'm paying no great price to stand here holding a flag for an hour. But at least it's something in attending his service and showing respect for him and his family.
Meanwhile, people who worked closely with Sergeant Jumper recall their most cherished memories with him.
I was very blessed and fortunate to have supervised Conley for 10 to 12 years, both in uniform patrol, traffic, as well as a bloodhound tracking team. And he was truly an asset to the community, an asset to the sheriff's office. We're going to miss him.
A difficult day, but Sergeant Jumper's impact could be felt as 1,000 law enforcement officers near and far showed out to support him. Sergeant Jumper will be greatly missed. Reporting in Greenville, Michelle Zhu, Fox Carolina News.
And Sergeant Jumper lost his life during a traffic stop gone wrong Tuesday. Arrest warrants show the suspect fought with him, then pressed on the gas of his car, dragging the sergeant into an 18-wheeler. He died at the hospital hours later, and 2 other deputies were also injured. These are the 2 suspects charged. Deputies say Ray Kelly on the left side of your screen was the one driving that car. He's charged with murder. Tornell Laureano is accused of drug trafficking.
Now, Sergeant Jumper's end of watch was on Tuesday afternoon, shortly after 5 p.m. on October 20th. His fellow officers say they have got it from here.